Ondo State for their steadfast support praised the fairness of the Supreme Court on the verdict. Governor Aiyedatiwa thanked the Lord for a peaceful legal process and reiterated the dedication to fulfilling his campaign promises for the overall development of Ondo State.
It has been His goodness and His mercy. His mercy, His goodness, grace and help. Not by power that any man should boast. Paul even says, if I boast in the Lord. I've always said that judiciary is the bedrock of our democracy. We have been saved by their decision. Saved by the decision of the court. Rather than the courtroom, God spoke to the hearts. Staying on the path of fairness, equity, and justice. And that was what we worked out for.
Attendees, including worshippers, offered prayers and messages of support for the governor's vision of building a united and prosperous state.
It's a happy day for all of us. At least we want the victory at last, so we're happy. I expect everybody from Ondo State, irrespective of the party affiliation, to join hands with the governor to move the state forward.
He's our lucky governor. He has always been lucky and will continue to be lucky. I also I'm happy for the whole Ondo State citizen for this victory because it's for everybody. It's not for only the governor. The victory is for everyone. So I'm celebrating with the whole Ondo State and myself as well and my local government.
They have no choice than to be praying for him. That's the only thing they need. He doesn't have his own power to rule the state. He was sent by God, and he needs the mercy of God to rule. And the people should continue to intercede for him.
This victory marks a new chapter for Ondo State, signaling continued efforts to deliver on promises made to its people. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
The Olubadan designate Oba Rashidi Ladoja has called on the Ooni of Ife, Oba Enitan Ogunwusi, to further champion unity among Yoruba traditional rulers, emphasizing that collective harmony remains vital for the progress of the Yoruba race. Oba Ladoja, who hosted the Ooni at his residence in Ibadan, described the visit not only historic but also spiritually significant. He revealed that the Ooni had expressed support for him to ascend the Olubadan throne as far back as 4 years ago, noting that while the timing then was not right, divine destiny had now prevailed. The former Oyo State governor also praised the Ooni for his consistent display of solidarity, especially during political and personal trials, describing him as a rare royal figure who prioritized loyalty and tradition over politics and ego. He further urged Yoruba monarchs to focus on strengthening the cultural values and institutions that unite them rather than those that divide, noting that the people look up to traditional rulers not just for leadership but for inspiration and protection. The Yauri Local Government Council has imposed a curfew from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. following a violent clash between youths involved in gold mining in the Garin Kata community. The violence erupted after a misunderstanding among the miners, resulting in the loss of at least one life and destruction of property. Announcing the curfew, the chairman of Yauri Local Government Area, Abubakar Shuaibu, said he had notified the police area commander and the Department of State Services prior to the situation escalating. Authorities have recovered the body of the deceased and buried him according to Islamic rites. The People's Republic of China says bilateral trade between the nation and Nigeria has reached $15.48 billion between January and July. Consul General of China in Nigeria, Yang Ying, disclosed this at a reception to mark the 76th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China in Lagos. She said the increase reflected the growing strength of China-Nigeria relations, describing Nigeria as China's second largest trading partner in Africa. The envoy explained that collaboration in infrastructure, energy resources, trade, culture, and education continued to deepen, bringing tangible benefits to citizens of both nations. Yuan commended the Chinese community in Nigeria for its contributions to cultural exchanges, local development, and charity initiatives, urging them to remain bridge builders in strengthening China-Nigeria relations. Vice President Kashim Shettima has arrived in New York to attend the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, which begins today and runs until September 28. Shettima, who is representing President Bola Tinubu, will deliver Nigeria's national statement during the high-level general debates, announce the country's new nationally determined contributions under the Paris Agreement, and participate in a series of side events, bilateral meetings, and roundtables. Tinubu was scheduled to address the 80th session of the high-level general debate of the United Nations General Assembly at the UN headquarters in New York. Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga said Nigeria would continue to push for the adoption of a United Nations Global Convention on Taxation and for Africa's representation on the UN Security Council. And finally, from the sporting arena, the Ballon d'Or ceremony could be without several of Paris Saint-Germain's biggest names after organizers confirmed that the highly anticipated Le Classique against Marseille has been rescheduled to Monday night due to forecasts of severe storms in southern France. The change creates a major scheduling headache for PSG as the